this is a community-based initiative, so it's not just myself. There's a team that then set up safe zones in Croydon, where they then worked with community members, the local stores, influencers, people that then had a say or some kind of interaction with young people in their community to set up a network where information that's even as simple as who young people are, what opportunities are available for them, wasn't being shared within the community. So they set up in Croydon, and now it's a format that's ready to be rolled out borough to borough. So the initiative has then taken community leaders that have a care and concern for young people and taking a formula that's been tried and tested and just asking 3 simple steps from the community, because this is a problem that's starting within the homes. It's not a problem which the police have created or the government created. This is a community problem.
Tell me about those 3 steps that you're going to roll out to try and make this happen. It's across all the boroughs in London.
Yeah, so far there's 17 boroughs that have committed and supported so far out of the 32 that we have. And as we build, we hope then to gain the momentum and the support from other organisations, community leaders, schools, youth groups, faith groups that then want to see a change within their community. So the 3 simple steps are, 1, just to get rid of that many knives in the home. So the first thing is just to get rid of those knives, hand them into the police station, because currently with the cost of the amnesty bins, we're raising money to then be able to provide these amnesty bins, because there should be at least 1 in every borough. But at £1,200 a bin, which is quite expensive, but for the security, I guess they're the reason behind the cost. But £1,200 a bin, there needs to be at least 1, if not 2 or 3 in each area. So the first thing is to get rid of the unnecessary knives that are in the home, hand them into the police station. The second thing is just to take a walk 100 yards outside of your front door. Like the parents, you're the homeowner, not the child. Like, you own the house. So take a walk, see what's happening outside your front doorstep. If they're hiding knives in the bushes, if there's things that they shouldn't have, then it's usually just right on your doorstep. So people need to take ownership for what's in their home and just around it. And the third thing which we're asking not just the community to do, but businesses, the music industry, the entertainment industry, to help us just raise £12,000 for each borough, so that we can not only have a safe zone in each borough, but to also then have an amnesty bin at least in each borough, because it's long overdue. But 3 simple steps which doesn't require anything but a bit of time and a community effort, because this is a problem that is not a urban problem. This is a problem across white, Asian and the black community. This is a community problem.
A lot of times we hear people saying that the reason for this continued violence on our streets is because of things like cuts to funding for youth services, reduced number of police officers on the streets. But you seem to be taking the approach that it's at home and it's in our community that's the crux of where we need to start addressing the issue.
It's a combination of issues. I think the real issue starts from primary school, when a young child and his parents don't have that support for them to even then maybe have a hot meal, or maybe even to keep their full attendance, so that they pick up the skills that a young person is needed to. This is a problem that's starting from young, but the home is the start of the problem. The lack of resources, the lack of youth centres, lack of activities, the lack of policing, or the policing that comes from outside of London that doesn't understand its community that is trying to police. Those are contributing factors, but we need a practical start. So I'm not saying that this is the only solution, but between the young people that we've spoken to, the adults, the parents, the teachers, the guardians, the people that then have an interest, whether they're working within the youth criminal services and the justice services that we then have, or whether they're just the person who just cares about the young people because they see them day to day. People want a change and want an action. So the amount of time we're using red tape and legislation to then be a reason as towards not doing something, this is a community action that everybody can take part in. The supermarkets, they can play their role. The local businesses can play their role. This is something for everybody.
Now, this project that you are embarking on at the moment is part of, I guess, a bigger project, which is Community Youth London, the business that you've set up to support young people. We're just going to take a little look at a video of a part of a documentary of some of the work that you've been doing, and then we'll talk a little bit more about some of the projects that you've got.
here is take something that's demonised and seen as something that is negative and prove that it can serve a positive end. It is a course that tries to educate and engage young people through the medium of drill music. In summer 2019, we invited a group of young men from across London to take part in the 6-day pilot.
It was drill music that they were talking about there is through music helping young people get back on the right path or stay away from getting into the wrong crowd. When did Community Youth London start and how?
Community Youth London was started in 2007, where I started a production company, had my young people just was attracted to the space. The project that we just saw was held by two friends of mine, Ravel and Kieran, where they then work in commercial press and media, come and frequent the space, see the projects that Community Youth does, and just like other organisations, we've worked in partnership to then campaign from youth social issues to deliver accredited media and work opportunities. The UK, if you look, it's 9.6 billion that was made last year from entertainment. It's our biggest export, so we need to some way harvest and then support that. There's tea, we guess, which is disputable because obviously it's India and China. If we say fish and chips, then people dispute the Irish have the best potatoes. But England, we've got creativity. That's what we need to harness. So music is not the negative. Music is the solution that come. Sometimes there's not the highlight towards the positives that are arranged and around music. It's always then it's find something to blame when as much as the blame's been passed on to drill, these are social and economic issues that have been there from when I was young. There wasn't YouTube when I was young, but I was still in the gang. These are issues that was there before this.
Corey, I wanted to speak to you about that. You've set up this business. It's been running for very many years now. You're a successful music producer, but you were in a gang. How did that happen, and kind of what helped you get out of that lifestyle?
I feel firstly it was just a victim of circumstances like most young people. Most young people now, they're scared young people that they're in these situations. They're walking with a knife because they don't want to be the victim. It's not that they plan to be the aggressor. For me, I found something that I was passionate about. It wasn't that things went really wrong or I went to prison and I came out and thought I would change my life. No, most people, when you come out of prison, your clothes don't fit you anymore and you're thinking, I want to keep up with the latest fashion. So you're thinking, I need to get more money, I need to get new money. But if you find something that you're passionate about, something that you'll get up and do every day, even if you're not getting paid, then that's the start towards changing your life. It's finding something that has a path and you can see where that path could lead you. And I think that's what's missing for a lot of young people, that there isn't enough aspiration, there isn't enough examples of role models that are tangible that they could aspire to be. And I think that's what's missing because I didn't have that as a young person.
And so you, having been through it all yourself, you can relate to what a lot of the young people I imagine that you meet are going through. For anyone that is watching this and is thinking, I want to get involved in these projects, or I want to do more, I want to hand in a knife. How can they do that?
3 simple things, just as simple as the 3 steps. One, it isn't just me that members and organisations that are doing great work. They are already reaching these young people. They are already changing lives. Those are the ones that need to be highlighted and supported. I think that's the first thing is don't try to then start something new. Support what's already working. I think that's the first and foremost. If you really want to help, then don't try to figure it out. Just help what already is working. So that is not needed because if Nan's got 10, 15 knives, guaranteed, just even when I was a kid then, I know Nan's not keeping up to date and keeping a check of her 15 knives. One will go missing. Before Nan knows it, she's got 3. She's like searching the house, but literally each time we've come to Nan's and then something happens, you've disposed of it, you're not going to return it to Nan's house, or then you make sure you keep it safe. So then literally, and that's how then even then they need an ID, stuff like that, but within the home, that's where it's easily accessible. And more than anything, if you can literally look at that, they spend £3 million investigating a murder. $1 million or 2 would make a lot of difference towards this work. So support. A lot of people then say they want to support, but then they buy all these unnecessary cosmetic or fashion items. Put your hand in your pocket and support these organisations. Just do something about it. Rather than extra policing and extra time for the criminal and judges and the rest of the services, the prison services, yes, maybe try and do something to keep these young people who's they're becoming young parents themselves, lack of job opportunities, of trauma, or even second-hand trauma. This is issues that then is beyond just throwing money at them. It's support.
Yo, it's on the couch at the front thing, yeah? Yeah, I gotta be up early, I wanna chill. Like, we can definitely do in the morning, yeah? Like before 12, innit? I'll brush and petty, innit?